All right, so I got to start with this. I remember this. I'm going to take you back a little bit. Remember when LeBron was in Cleveland the first time, right? And, it was LeBron and a bunch of C players, C-minus players. And, they got to the playoffs, and then they won a series here. They couldn't beat Boston. They couldn't beat the Celtics, mostly because Boston had, a much better coach and a better roster with a bunch of veterans who had success. And everybody was like, oh, LeBron can't. And LeBron eventually said, bye. Win without me. That team was also kind of a dysfunctional owner at the time, Dan Gilbert. Dysfunctional coaching, dysfunctional general manager. Couldn't surround him with one good player. Yes. When does the star go solo? When does he leave the band? Let me ask you. He's writing the songs. He's the lead singer. He does make more. But when people start, taking him for granted, that's when Sting goes solo. Maybe your album doesn't hit and people say, what's wrong with Sting? Sting's the only reason you've ever heard of the Police. When Sting left the Police, my bad, did you buy Stuart Copeland's next big album? Oh, you didn't. Nobody did. When Beyonce left Destiny's Child, you know what their destiny was? No more hit records. Okay? Yeah. When Justin Timberlake left NSYNC, they got out of sync. The whole point is, in Indianapolis now, snip, 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 snip at Andrew Luck. Oh, really? The completely dysfunctional, owned, coached Indianapolis Colts. You're snipping at him now, right? Really? Okay, that's fine. So he's lost to 7-0 New England, 7-0 Carolina, red-hot New Orleans, and the competent Jets. All in those games late, despite not having a roster close to that. Yes, Andrew Luck is off. He's not right. 3 fractured ribs, according to Jay Glazer. An injured shoulder, according to the team doctor. But the average head coach, below average O-line, below average roster, yes, he leads the NFL in picks. But have you noticed how late in games when he runs the offense, it's a lot better than early when they come in with a coach's game plan? The Colts organization needs an enema. Andrew Luck is beat up. He has carried this franchise. When Beyonce leaves, Timberlake, Sting, look what happens to those surrounding B-, C+ talents. They dry up, blow away. What happened to the Cavs? You sell your stock on Andrew Luck. I'll buy yours. Yes, he is beat up. I'll have Peter King on in an hour. He doesn't look right. He doesn't even look right in the pocket. Yes, he's throwing a lot of picks. But you're losing to really good teams in really close games, and you don't have very good personnel. You think Hasselbeck's the answer? Oh, you knock yourself out with that. All right, good luck with that. But you go ask teams like Cleveland and Chicago and the Dolphins post-Marino and the Broncos post-Elway how easy it was to find the next guy. Go look at the Cowboys minus Romo. I mean, this is why LeBron left, Sting left, Beyonce left, Timberlake left, and why Andrew Luck leaves, and you're done as a franchise. Last 64 quarterbacks taken in the draft, 4 can really play. Cam and Luck are 2 of them. And I'm listening to the play-by-play last night. This is the play-by-play from Indianapolis. You can even tell from the play-by-play. They're so disappointed. Shame on you, Andrew Luck, for the interceptions. You're the reason we're losing these games. Listen to the sound of the play-by-play guy. So greatly disappointed in the only player on that roster every GM would trade several picks for.
Andrew's looking. He's got time. It's given away. He throws it. Intercepted. Play action. Sets up. He has some time. Throws one over the middle. Picked off. Snap is to Andrew Luck. Andrew has time. Throws one over the middle. Ball bounced up in the air. Picked off. Snap. Ball down. The kick is on its way. It looks good. Carolina wins 29-26.
You can hear it. This is all Andrew Luck's fault. It's all LeBron's fault. It's all Sting's fault. All right, knock yourself out with that. You knock yourself out with that. And if I have to hear this again, oh, he's getting a pass. Who's giving Andrew Luck a pass? He's getting clobbered by everybody. Who in the world's giving Andrew? Colin, I'm not giving him a pass. I'm saying, think about 3 fractured ribs. Think about 3 fractured ribs and a shoulder that's torn up. If you were a sales guy, you wouldn't be as effective because you wouldn't sleep well at night with 3 fractured ribs and a bad shoulder. If you were a sales guy, if you were a news anchor, if you were me, I wouldn't host as good a show. I'd be in pain. I'd be sleeping poorly. I'd be on medication. I'd probably be at times drowsy. You think in an NFL game a quarterback's not going to be a little off? I'll talk to Peter King in an hour about it, but look at him. He doesn't look the same. He goes down earlier than he used to. He's not quite as upright. But I'm listening to Indianapolis. Don't kid yourself. Cleveland is Indianapolis. Given options, stars don't want to play there. Given options. You're not Miami. You're not Los Angeles. You're not New York City. Come on now. Come on now. You've gotten spoiled. You hit the Powerball lottery. You went from Peyton Manning to Andrew Luck. That doesn't happen in sports. That's like going from MJ to Kobe. That never happens in sports. You've hit the Powerball. And now you're disappointed in him. We can do so much better. Boy, if we had 49-year-old Matt Hasselbeck, we'd be winning all these games. Really? Patriots? You're losing to good teams. Yeah, you look at your schedule. Patriots, Jets, the hot Saints, Carolina. You may notice the Patriots in Carolina are 14-0. They're pretty good teams. And you were in both games late. Could have gone either way. For the record, you may be disappointed in Andrew Luck, but did you see that Carolina game last night when Cam hit the wide receiver down the sideline? Was that Andrew Luck's fault? That guy dropped it or the game was over then. No, your DBs late in the game had given a 10-yard cushion on a deep threat, 2 of them. Amazing.